Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, they got their preseason off to a nice start. You wonder about a team's chemistry in that first game, but they look to be working well together right off the bat. And tonight will feature a high-level front-court matchup. Tough, physical play. Shaq, how did you go about establishing dominance against the best of your peers?
Well, you got to realize that nothing's going to be given to you. You got to.
This city is glowing on this wonderful clear night. A terrific view of Cleveland right there. We continue to get an early look at all of our favorite NBA teams as the preseason continues here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look at Memphis. They face off here in their second matchup of the preseason. Have to be feeling good about their nice outing the other day.
Well, you can't put a lot of stock into the preseason. You've got to take it with a bit of a grain of salt, but a win almost always more encouraging than a loss.
Definitely so. I mean, they felt good about winning their first preseason game, and we'll see if they can keep it going.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Memphis. On the wings, it's Lee and Green. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, and it's Conley in at the point.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
And here are the Cavaliers, and it's their first look at this year's Grizzlies team in preseason form.
And they dominated this club last season, looking to carry that over this season as well.
Yeah, and you know, even here in the preseason, it's really not too soon to remind them, hey, we got your number.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Now here's Shumpert following the miss by Zach Randolph. LeBron drives in and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Now here's Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got his first basket of the night. Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. LeBron kicks to Irving. Picked by Mozgov. Irving attacking. There's the triple. And it's LeBron James with the 3. LeBron's got 9 points.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Irving against Conley. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Cavaliers have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Randolph against Love. Nice shot by Randolph.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Now here's James. 9 points in the game so far. It's tipped. Conley against Irving. Here's Randolph. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Randolph's got 6 points. The Cavaliers leading by 3.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Conley against Irving. Finally, the pass to Gasol. No good. Excellent D there from Mozgov. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the games got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. This guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Here's Irving after Memphis gets the three. And it's Love penetrating. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
For Memphis. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Don't discount the effort from the other side, because I just thought they took advantage of the opening once they got a little momentum.
Now here's James. He's got 9. Fires from deep. Shumpert, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Barnes. A 3-ball. And that's good. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Thompson, a screen on Allen. A drive by Shumpert. We've got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Udrich, covered by Irving. And Udrich kicks to Hollins. From 10 feet out. And the rejection by Love. Allen against James. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. James has got 11 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
And they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
Now here's LeBron, 11 points in the game. Back to Irving. Puts it up from 12. And it's Memphis on the break. The 3 from Barnes. That is good. He has 6.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
You know, guys, Memphis waltzed through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And guys, Memphis would lose 2 of their 3 games at home against Golden State. So things got tough with the Conley injury and missing Tony Allen as well. But they did put up a good fight, ultimately, though, falling in 6 games to the Warriors.
Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejao checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. The Grizzlies also making a change. Carter's checked in. .141 left here in the first quarter. Here's Jefferson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Udrich. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one's good. Right.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Williams. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges. But that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
The first one falls. Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body.
That's a good point,
he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Here's Udrich. It's Allen on the wing, covered by Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And Allen drops them both. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Now Barnes, following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Kicks it out to Allen. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. And Udrich gets it to go. Here's Smith. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The screen from Thompson. Williams from outside. The shot no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Memphis out in front, leading by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. He talked about the difference coaching abroad.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2, maximum 3 times a week. You know, here you could be playing 4 or 5 times a week, and your practice time is going to be limited, and your ability to change things is going to be limited. You know, adjustments can and will be made and should be made, but you got to be a lot more pointed.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and has done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Preseason in the NBA, and it's great to have you with us. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharpshooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Thompson down low with Mozgov, and it's James in at small forward. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And Marc Gasol, surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Woo. Info and entertainment.
Oh. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Smith. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Now we know that Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark all along most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Outside Conley. Down low, here's Lee, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Lee's got his second bucket tonight.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
Here is Conley, following the basket by Kevin Love. Right side Gasol. Here's Lee. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lee's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Well, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor played and made a contribution, and that's always a positive thing.
change here. Shumpert's checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Irving passes to LeBron. Outside jumper. And there's the pass to James. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Gasol. Shoots from 14. That's good. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Shumpert against Lee. Shumpert dishes to James. Back to Shumpert. Love with the screen on Lee. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Goes back up. Mozgov. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Now here is Conley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the league.
Agreed. Grizzlies with some changes. Marcus All checked in for Randall. Allen comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. And here are the Cavaliers now. Nice shot by James.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Here's Gasol following the basket by LeBron James.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And that is good. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Now here's Irving to the inside. Here's Love. You know what? Great D that time from Green. Carter inside the three-point line. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Here is Love. He's got 7.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Carter. That doesn't go either for Carter.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Osgood with the bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Udrich. Gasol screen. Jumper off the screen. Udrich can't hit. Cleveland leading by 5.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench strength.
And Green slams it in.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Irving kicks to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Love. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Allen against Shumpert. Puts up a 3. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Allen.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Now, here is Irving. Hits it from three-point range. Irving's got 5 now.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Oh, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Allen, that's good.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Irving passes to Mozgov. The dish to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Up off the screen. And the dunk by James.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Here's Shumpert following the basket by Marc Gasol. Irving dishes to LeBron. Back to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Well, the threes weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in can renew that confidence.
7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the paint. And here's a nice one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
It's got to be aggressive. All of us, including myself, got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, they can't stand around and just watch him.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We hope you enjoyed the first half, showcasing NBA preseason basketball on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points and 5 assists. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they forced their way to some easy buckets, aggressively going to the rack, imposing their will. I mean, taking it inside establishes an attitude and toughness that you can't get any other way.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Their transition game was really strong. It really fueled them, gave them a big injection of energy into their offense. If they can maintain that fast style in the second half, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
And welcome back as our coverage continues of the NBA preseason. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. And it's Gasol at the 5 down low.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
The Cavaliers shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. The feed to Mozgov. It's a pick by Love. Mozgov kicks to James. On its way from Irving for 2. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Conley against Irving. Conley kicks to Gasol. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Love can't hit.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Cavaliers leading. The shot by Irving. Rejected by Gasol. Outside Randolph. To the right side. Here's Conley. And the rejection by James. And now the Cavaliers. Break. Irving's got the ball. That's good. 15 points for Kevin Love.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And finished off by Gasol.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, I tell you, the Grizzlies guys were really dominant in the first half of the season last year, but after the All-Star break, barely played above 500.
Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. Memphis also making some changes. White, he's checked in for Gasol. Ryan Hollins comes in for Zach Randolph. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Green. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Memphis would end up going 16 and 13 over the back half of last season. Down the stretch, they would only go 5 up and 5 down in the final 10.
Yeah, and Kevin, all those games so important as they jockeyed for position in the West. It was so fluid and volatile down the stretch. They could have been anywhere from a 2nd seed to a 6th on any given day, and they just happened to slump at the wrong time.
The offensive rebound. Right, the pass to Hollins. Mozgov with the block. Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving. The Grizzlies trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Hollins. From 13 feet, it goes down. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Irving kicks to Love. Now here's Mozgov. He's covered by Hollins. On the wing, Irving. The 15-footer cannot hit. Good work defensively by Conley. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Hollins. Not a lot of room. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hollins has got 5 points so far.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Conley against Irving. The drive by Love. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Conley. Five to shoot. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Dellavedova. Michael Conley making his last shot. LeBron with it. Headed now by Barnes. Picked by Mozgov. Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. Offensive rebound. Ejected by Hollins. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Irving against Conley. From downtown, that's good. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Mark, thinking back to Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant star, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007. A slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. The Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared. He stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Passes it to Wright. They set the pick. Back to Conley. Shot off the screen. Randolph inside. He's covered by Thompson. Nobody near Allen. And it's Memphis with another.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Williams passes to Verajao. Right wing. Here's Dellavedova, defended by Allen. Verajao's shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Conley. 8 points for him. Right, left side. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Carter with the three. Handoff kicks to Carter. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from him.
Smith against Carter. Tipped away. Stolen by Carter. By himself. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the score by Memphis. It's Williams with the drive. Varejão's shot is good.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Outside Conley. Kicked by Randolph. Lets it go from deep. Conley's shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
Williams kicks to Thompson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics exception?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And they better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Here's Conley following the score by Cleveland. And the shot is good.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Dellavedova. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by Varejão. Here's Williams. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
One-handed. He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Conley for 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Preseason in the NBA, and it's great to have you with us. The Cavaliers trailing. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Mo Williams out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game. The Grizzlies shooting around 60% of the night, and amazing work offensively so far. Conley kicks to Randall. Shumpert with the steal. Jefferson dishes to Williams to take the lead. Good as the jump shot falls. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim. As they challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Here's Conley after the made shot from Mo Williams. Shot clock at 3, and that's good. Michael Conley for 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Screen by Jefferson. And Shumpert kicks to James. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fellas.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Now here is Conley. And finished off by Gasol.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Jefferson. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Here's Shumpert. Outside Irving. Inside, Love. Rejected by Randolph. Feeds to Allen. Lets it go. And it's Memphis with another. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving attacking. Out to Shumpert. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Amon Shumpert.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Conley kicks to Randolph. And stolen by Love. Carter against James. 13 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. LeBron's got 23.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And off with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Gasol. Good D by Love.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
But you know what? You know, they've come this far. They're not going away now. All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting it.
Here's Randolph. After the made shot from Amon Shumpert. Nice work there coming off the screen. And that's 10 points for Zach Randolph.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Another miss by LeBron. For Memphis, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. The drive by Randolph. Carter outside. Kicks to Randolph. Pocket 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies. Green, he's checked in for Carter. And Lee's subbed in for Tony Allen. And Zach Randolph drops them both. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, chugging along, and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers, even though he still plays under the rim.
Conley gets the bucket.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And here is Irving. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. And Irving hit the basket on the assist by LeBron. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Average a double-double of 8 in his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
Now here's Gasol. Left side, Randolph. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them.
And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat.
Irving against Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Irving against Conley. Irving passes to Love. He kicks to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Dishes to Mozgov. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Mozgov's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
They need to make some adjustments because
they can't guard us on the perimeter. So spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Gasol. Mike comes in for Zach Randolph. And Udrich in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Hollins. Right inside. Working on Love. And it's right missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Especially with the defender not in his best position yet.
And that's a foul called on Beno Udrich. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you make some adjustments.
Some changes for Memphis. Carter, he's checked in for Wright. Barnes comes in for Lee. And Smith subbed in for Udrich. Pass to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. That gives them the lead. And that's got 11 points for Amon Shumpert.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Smith dishes to Hollins. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Carter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And the Cavaliers call time here. The score is tied at 99. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Love kicks to James. Carter with the block. Smith with it. To the left side wing. A three from Barnes. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And 12 points for Barnes.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
For the clutch three-point shooting going to be critical here late. They need his production now more than at any point in the game.
Irving passes to LeBron. On the wing, Shumpert. They shoot again. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. And he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Irving against Smith. Over in the corner, Barnes. Nails the triple.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Irving. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Kyrie Irving is simply caught fire.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. .23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
It's the first that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a two-possession game.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, time, a huge factor right now. They've got to get points and then the foul.
Yeah, it has to be quick because every tick is critical.
And so here's Cleveland.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
And a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fella. Going old school on you young fella. Look that up. Pigeon.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses the tray. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
First of two, no good. Heartbreaking. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game. This and simply deflate an entire building.
Another NBA preseason game is in the books. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin.